on the Storm. Like 44% win rate without Coddle. You have to consider that
Team Spirit denying a water rune, letting Quinn bottle the other, so no refill for Larl. And still sitting around mid. Metafy's Jakiro comes in onto crit. A lot of damage from this, man. Dual breath, liquid frost, and fire. The final touches. He's got to get up to high ground and launch another dual breath here at the Ringmaster to take him down. It looks like first blood should be there for the Jakiro.
When you lose your vision, your support just died. Skeeter might just run away, and that could open up potential for this tower to fall.
Laurel, in the meantime, going to zip away from Ember. Quinn trying with these remnants to catch up to him, and he might just have it, a solo kill. Quinn takes out Laurel. Set up for something bottom. FALCONS through the enemy ancients. Laurel Storm about to step on their heads. Smoke breaks. Amar knows the slight chains and the roar. They found the Storm. A big pick-off for the FALCONS. They lose the Tormentor, but they snipe the enemy mid laner. Straight into mid. Quinn is just never-ending aggression. Punched into the sky, but there's nothing that Tusk can do to survive. Now moving down to bottom. They're going to get a catch. Ancient Apparition gets off his Ice Blast. He's dead, and this Dragonite looks pretty done for as well. The 5-man swarming from Team Spirit. Substantial, aggressive moves. Shutting down FALCONS, even with
Spirit actually the ones go for it.
Both smoked up, both teams. There's the shield rune, grabbed by Amar to jump in. The Ice Blast over. Snowball's buying time, though, and in comes the Wheel of Wonder. 3 heroes next to the Roshan being clapped and destroyed. Storm and Tusk, they're both down. FALCONS standing strong. Move on to the Kunkka now. Oh, Collapse, you're down and out. Chased by Amar and Skitter, he's dead. Meanwhile, Jakiro, Quinn, he's taking him out. Metafy's gone. 4 heroes of Spirit dead, and FALCONS barely bleed.
Oh, that shield rune and quicker reaction decision making from Skeeter, just jumping in there, getting on it. Actually, it was Amar who picked it. Skeeter blinked first, but wait, what's happening to poor Clink? He can't finish it. Clink's, well, he got away. He tried to finish Roche, but Roche threw him away. He could have gotten it, but Yatoro got yeeted by Roche.
Oh my god! Is he gonna die for it now as well? Ancient Apparition's on him. Beastmaster and Dragonite in there, killing him off for a 5-man wipe in the end.
Oh man. He was... Master having Aghanim Scepter, by the way. Crit has the double save.
Oh, they've got a roar.
Just roar.
Collapse. Lotuses it back. In comes the Beastmaster and the Ringmaster, though, with a Dragonite on top. Snowball save from Rue. That buys some time, but this FALCON side still able to fight. Punch back heavily. Amar taking a fair amount of damage there, but the Tusk is about to drop to Skitter. Amar dead to Laurel. Storm gets the job done. They lose the Beastmaster, but it took a buyback and a couple of deaths from Spirit. For that 1 kill, they need more. Dragonite dragged back in with a tidal wave and the X-Mark. Taking a bit of damage from the Clinks on the low ground. Ice Blast misses, though, as Radan drifts away. Spirit trying their hardest to catch up, but good disengage from FALCONS. Storm, look at Laurel go. Desperately scrambling for anything, something. Give him a kill. Crit's gonna die. Snaking TPing out. He's caught out, though.
Absolutely massive. They get 3 kills.
15 seconds. One a little bit deeper for a much longer time. But it's a smoke, a blink, stun from the Dragonite. They see the Clinks to start things off, and Ember breaks the vision in the back as well as they go straight in with a roar. Tusk is down. Amar gets the catch and the kill. Ember Spirit goes on Metafy. Collapse trying to come back and defend them. Skitter with that BKB, too fearsome. So Root, the only death so far is Team Spirit disengage as fast as they can. But Amar is in again. Another Blink Roar. The Lincoln's too late this time, and the Ice Blast will secure it. 2 quick kills for Falcons. No buybacks from Spirit.
Ooh, Radon has to do something here. He's cutting the mid creep wave. There is a wave top that's going to push eventually.
They're TPing bottom. Look at them. Look at them. They know. They know.
Got the dust on him.
He's got the read, the dust, the move, the blink, the stun. The Lincoln's popped, and they've got him. The Clinks is down. Not once, but twice. I don't know if Lyle can do anything. The
dead.
Storm is zipping in. Lyle wants to help his buddy get a kill or something. They've lost the Clinks, though. Lyle running low on resources. BKB up, but about to expire, and so is the Storm himself.
Storm not even TPing. Did he not have a chance to TP out there? There's no Beastmaster.
I think that's one of those, slay together, die together kind of moments.
I guess he kind of knew if Clinks dies, then we don't have buyback as well. Clinks did commit and buy out before.
70 seconds. No Clinks, no Storm, no Conquer for 50. This very well
Jakiro.
Could be game 1 over. Jakiro dived almost in his fountain by this Ember Spirit. The Ice Blast, the kill on Miposhka, and the tier 4s cracked wide open by Falcons here, forcing the glyph. But it feels like this is done.
I don't think there's a counterplay. They have a buyback on Jakiro, but gotta hold for 30 seconds with 2 supports. This is not gonna work out, buddies, but they want to try. Let them click the buttons. Aurora is the superior button, it turns out.
And there's GG. Game 1 goes to the Falcons. Team Spirit tap out, trying this Clinks.
You've got a lot of damage coming out in Falcons. You've got some good heroes to burst down, right? Like, even the Clinks.
But on the other hand, Team Spirit, they have great pick-off game. They have good stuff to try and punish the Queen if he ever oversteps.
Already picking off crit down here. Yeah. Miposhka, Rue, and Radan under tier 1 tower secure themselves the first blood already.
For them, the most on Radiant, but coming back into the game. And still the fight is not over. Bottom, they're on the Beast.
Yeah, into these Ancients again. Radan is forward. They've got a kill on the Beastmaster with Rue surrounding him. Lol zips in, and they eye up sneaking as a bonus kill. Crit waiting in the wings, maybe try to defend them as they retreat, but Lol says no, it's a double kill for me. And Falcon's only getting the Muerta kill.
For that chance to ulti.
Wants to make a meal of this. Radan pops back into Invis, dust from Crit. Quinn is here with a Sonic Wave ready. Crit is dead, though, to this Clinks who just walks over him with a Stampede, and Quinn blinks away but still dies. Skitter is there with a call down on the damage, but Radan is TP'd home, wisely escaping, and Miposhka, well, looks like he's going to be the sacrifice at the Ancients. He does drop, but Team Spirit just hammering away, headbutting into Falcons over and over again and getting the win, but keeping Laurel and Collapse protected at least. There it is. He gets off the ulti before the roar lands, so Storm zips in. Muerta about to die, but Collapse has got the jump with the 2-man stomp, catching out Crit and the Beastmaster too. Amar is dead, and Ringmaster follows him into the grave.
And Rue got himself out of that.
Shut down the potential comeback from the Falcons.
Laurel Crit in.
Laurel's found him. In comes Collapse, and there's that blink paying off again. A roar from Amar onto this Storm, but the Ice Path macro control and damage onto Quinn and Amar. They're both dead. Oh, Falcons, what have you done? Lol will jump in even more onto snaking now by the tier 2. Pressure and tempo, but you've barely cracked a tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, your opponents, 22 minutes in, are going for the barracks. You go with the Rod of Atos, Wheel of Wonder. Beastmaster steps forward, but he's controlled up. Crit dead. Miposhka standing his ground, gets the Macropire out before falling. So that allows Collapse and Lol to zip in, get onto Amar, dodging the roar, and getting the kill. Beautifully set up. Falcons down another couple of heroes, and the barracks are falling.
And now the Queen is here, but gets silenced.
He's blinked in. He's got a Yule Scepter this time. Blink ready in a second, so this stomp into Chain Stun's got to be perfect, and it is! Dead for 45. Team Spirit, super clean. Laurel on the way out. Can he be protected by the calling? No. And Collapse still able to charge on forward. Vision on the high ground for Falcons here. I mean, this is do and die in game 2, and Quinn is about to die.
Oh, he'll get
Half health already under the Ice Path. He's sent into the box, but look at Skitter get obliterated. Collapse and Rue charging forward. Radan's Clinks, he's getting controlled up a lot, but that allows the rest of his team to clean up the mess that has been made. Radan takes down Quinn. Amar's Beastmaster surrounded and slaughtered. as Team Spirit on the verge of taking game 2, killing off the Chen army, take out the creeps, and move your way up into that dire base.
That's so unfortunate there for Skitter. He got petrified by the neutral creep at the start of the fight, and then he got caught out by the fear from Deadshot. And just, yeah, and it's not even GG, it's end, man.
I thought he was going to do a Quinn quote and say, go ahead mid, I'm done. But there we go. Team Spirit, game 2, tie things up 1 apiece, giving us a game 3. Amar does in the end call a GG. And the clinks for Radan. Working out this time.
Very impressive play from them.
Yeah. Off lane Sven. I think it still makes sense.
Tide and Sven, who are both pretty adept at clearing them to try and catch up after this resounding loss in the laning stage. And it looks like Miposhka here might just be able to find crit. That's a good TP out though.
Fighting.
Collapse,
he loses it.
dead to snaking at the same time up at top lane.
And to the off lane, I guess the safe lane TA does. It's definitely not threatening, I can tell you that much.
Well, now Ravage is down. They've got a free opening onto Collapse. He grabbed the shield rune. Stormhammer's good. Calling place down to slow the advance, and Skitter's just dead. The Abaddon gets shredded. Lol is going to be able to slight and maybe get a bit of distance, but the global gives the coverage for Storm to zip back in, but they don't have the damage. Quinn's got to zip out of there now. Amar is committing. He's fallen. What is going on? Rue's in the midst of battle. Quinn's in an ice path, falling to Team Spirit, and Radan is shredding them.
Get the burns.
Radan out in the open. He'll get jumped and stunned by the Sven. Vortex from the Storm. A lot of control, but the damage isn't quite there. First life. It's a struggle to bring down this TA, but they've got it done. Collapse. Yules into the sky towards the Abaddon, holding the Ravage for now as the TA respawns and blinks away. Radan has the distance, and that Abaddon ulti already expended. Could be problematic for Skitter. They've got slight chains on the Storm. A shield to save him, though. This means Skitter is once again further isolated for the big Ravage out of Collapse. Clips the Abaddon and the Storm, but in comes Sven again. Pushes Collapse back. Quinn about to get the kill. They take him down. The Sven, he's moved back in. Quinn is about to die, though, Storm, as Crit is caught. Another slight chains. Lal will find the Kotl. A 2-for-1. Storm.
Big move coming in with the smoke.
Yeah, this move onto the Muerta, trying to blow him up, but the Yules now pierce the veil, gets the distance away. Falcons, they've tried to strike, but now they're the ones on the run. Lal is trying to catch up to someone as the Storm Spirit is silenced and leashed, getting caught up in the fear and the control. Team Spirit not wanting to hard commit onto Quinn, though. It looks like with that BKB still ready, they're holding out for it as Amar goes in with his BKB, but the damage just comes too quickly. Radan has shredded the Sven. Skitter's ulti's going, but he's still half HP, and they lose Crit immediately. A big Ravage from Collapse. Storm's caught up in the stuns. Skitter, he looks pretty done here. Radan's Templar Assassin stands strong and destroys them. Scouted by the Invis Ember Spirit. He walks up into a sentry, but it looks like he's okay with the covering fire of the Deadshot. And a TA trap that barely misses out on Quinn, who zips in, pokes at Radan. Collapse goes forward onto the Storm. Global Silence covering, though, for Amar to kill Miposhka. Jakiro trades out for snaking, support for support, but Radan, the TA, the big target in the middle, being focused by Skitter. Getting a bit of distance, and still has BKB with the Aegis, of course. So second life coming, while we've got the Sven going deep. Collapse and Rue have surrounded him. TA gets off her BKB. Sven gets ATOS'd up, caught, rooted, and about to be finished. Radan needs some help, though, and the Ravage will give it. Collapse is there to buy the time to turn around and fight into Quinn. The Sideblade spills. The damage is good. Skitter's Blade Mail almost killed Radan, but now he's going to get turned on. With ulti available, you'll buy a bit of time, but this is just delaying the inevitable demise. The multi-Yule Scepter Cyclone synergy here, destroying Skitter's chances. Rue and Lol, they get in on top of him. Another 4-for-1. Iris Ben popping his spells, jumping in onto the TA. She's half HP. They've got good damage, and Radan is dead. They don't get the Cyclone on her this time, and the chase is on. Falcons desperately scrambling for anything they can get. But the Storm Spirit is chain silenced. Ravage comes in. They don't need the TA to fight back. Falcons buy back onto Quinn, and they're going to take down the Lal Ember Spirit inside their base.
Null fire timing on the Abaddon.
Or a nice little red carpet for TA to walk down, you know? Straight to the throne. Into this dire base, which Lal is doing right now. Yeah, the red carpet for him put out by himself. Move on to the Storm Spirit, nearly kill him off with the Radan damage, and now focus the throne. Glyph is available, so they can buy a bit of time through this Will-O-Wisp and delay tactics. Sven was also respawned. So Storm jumping into this TA, trying to force out the Aegis, some kind of defensive play. Nothing working out for Falcons just yet, though. And they've got to deal with mega creeps under the banner glyph while TA starts pumping damage onto the throne. They do jump in with a Sven and a Baden. Collapse, though, strong and tanky, holding Ravage and Refresher Shard. Might be able to just walk into this one as Quinn PPs to battle back into Radan. But lol, he grabs a double kill in the back lines, finding the pickoffs they need. Quinn and Skit are about to be slain here as Team Spirit rack up the kills right next to the throne and force out the GG.
He celebrates.
Double Ravage from Collapse right in the fountain. That's where he belongs. Game 3 for Team Spirit, 2-1 in this best of 3, wiping...